Sacrifice always required. On the road to your dream. The question is, what are you willing to sacrifice? I heard a story that was powerful. It's the story of a general who was leading his men into war. As they got into the fleet of boats, the one went to take an island. As they reached the island, the men got off the boat, and the general gathered his men before they went into battle. He looked at them and he gave them 3 words: burn the boat. Now, this is powerful because he's telling them there's no retreat. Absolutely no retreat. The option A is the only option. Option B is impossible. And he instilled a combination of courage and clarity of conviction. Allow them to understand that this is the energy that you need to grow in this battle. Reason why story is so powerful because each and every one of us, as we are willing to battle of life, whatever that we are trying to accomplish, this mindset is necessary. Like you're going together when you're going after you go, when you're going after your aspirations, when you're going after something that may feel different to you. It might be bigger than the so that you're right now. Was telling you what a general was telling this man will need your mindset to be ready for the world that we have in front. What's a lot of times many of us step into is a new arena with doubt. Clouded with doubt, and we wonder why it's difficult for us to grow into the version of the best of ourselves. If you don't have what you want, stop telling yourself a story because you don't have the money, you don't have because when you have money itself, when you burn your boats before you take an island, burn your boat to take that island. We will to die succeed, tend to succeed. A child was looking at me and he understood that he did it to really light a fire within them. He did ignite something in them, but they didn't know that he was going to lead them to victory and nothing else. And oftentimes, many of us that difficult mindset to get into. It is very difficult to step into a new arena, a new situation, a new environment, and have the courage, the confidence, the conviction, and the clarity to know that this is yours for the taking. Sometimes it will be time, sometimes it will be effort, sometimes it will require isolation, sometimes it will require you to put yourself in moments where you have to grow. Sometimes it requires you to make new relationships and put yourself in moments that you're not aware of. Are going to make the necessary sacrifice to become the individual you need to go after that dream. So the question is, you as we step into a new arena, are we going to the best version of ourselves? Have we burnt our boat? I've come a long way, but I have a long way to go. I'm a journey where I've come a long way, but I still have a vision that I have to reach for. And as we go on this journey, I'm realizing that there are a few things that are absolutely imperative to keep in mind. Number one, you can't do it alone. Nothing after that will be done alone. You understand who's on your team, who is our team, and how are you contributing to the individuals to their lives, and how are they contributing and adding values to yours. Who are you sacrificing for? Because I promise that the world will feel so empty. But you is a sacrifice you're going to make. Dreams require sacrifice. Time is requires time spent alone. Time spent doing something that you never thought. It will be my first talk. I used to give talk in the proper server give talks. Over and over again, imagining that the crowd looked like who wanted to be on the stage. This was a year before I ever started speaking, and while I'm not saying I'm a foreign trainer now, I just understand that there are really sacrifices that need to be made as you go on your journey. The question for you right now is, as you go on journey, what sacrifice that you're intentionally making? Where you will on and what are the things that you're saying? You know that if you criticize and add this in, I've loved this habit and because it habits, I will grow into the person that I'm supposed to become. What are those things for? Have you identified those? And last but not least, what is the legacy that you're trying to leave behind? This work legacy is interesting because oftentimes it's broken by those who are 50, 60, 70, like society has put it in. A situation where we're only supposed to leave a legacy at the end of our lives. I think legacy is something that you do every single day. How do you walk into your legacy, meaning what you're leaving behind? What impression are you leaving on the people who are around you? How are you moving and operating in a way where someone understands that same for and who you are now? What is the legacy you're working in it? It's not something that you build at the end of your life. It's something that you're doing right now. Your journey of becoming, so never be scared of answering the question and tackling question and grappling with the question. Rejecting the question may not have an answer right now. Are you on the right path? Understand that you take on your path you take. Because you operate with that mindset, victory is yours.